Manchester City Atlético Madrid trapped Julian Álvarez. Everyone obviously knew why this Argentine striker did this. He knew deep down he will always be second choice to Haaland at City. Therefore, Alvarez had no other choice than to leave behind the Norwegian shadow in search for other opportunities. But Alvarez isn't the only player who has run from a club for this same reason of insecurity. In today's video, you are going to see the information about 7 football players who decided to change team to get away from the shadow of another player first. Let's talk about the man of the moment, Julian Álvarez. That was the year when he signed for Manchester City, and within 2 seasons he was waving goodbye. Although Alvarez has confirmed the fact that when he was in England he was in the same league with Haaland, yet he was outshined by the Norwegian. Yes, he spent a good amount of time on the City field, but that was mostly being out of place or playing when Haaland wasn't. Yes, this is the same Alvarez who spearheaded Argentina's attack to win the 2022 FIFA World Cup. If he thinks his talent is above the level of having to hang around under another man's wing, it is quite reasonable. He came to it after the 2023/24 season, and after playing with Argentina internationally, he felt it was time for a change. Julian Álvarez was part of Argentina at the Paris Olympics after winning the 2024 Copa America, while playing for the Manchester City subsidiary team, and moved to Atlético Madrid for more than €95 million, setting a record for Manchester City. Though it could have been for the better, was it the right decision? We certainly think so. Alvarez has so championed himself in his career, of course, why can't he go somewhere where he'd be the main man? However, we can comprehend why some people might pose such questions. They have right to do so. Besides, when Neymar tried it once, it personally cost him a great deal, which every football mogul would not wish to encounter. Who does not know Neymar, who transferred from Barcelona to PSG in 2017 in a very controversial manner? This the fan did to free himself from the dominance of Lionel Messi. If Neymar's time at PSG is something to go by, he received the red carpet treatment, and on arrival he was assigned the number 10 jersey. But all did not turn out well for him. He did not bring the Champions League trophy that PSG had craved for. The Ballon d'Or title was also never achieved. They also gave Neymar the nickname of the Prince who never became the King. Soon he started looking for the transfer back to the Barcelona, but I think it is now impossible. With this hindsight, it may have been better for his career if he remained in the shadow of Messi at Barca, but there are no scripts in football. For instance, what about Emiliano Martinez? When he chose to come out of the other person's cloth, that was one of the most potent strategic moves he took for his career. Argentine goalkeeper Ruben Loftus-Cheek plied his trade for 10 miserable years at Arsenal, where had the opportunity but never got a look in. However, in 2020, Bernd Leno got injured, and this chance was awakened to Martinez, and he grabbed it. Emiliano Martinez made the whole world see what he could do for a team in goal, as he pulled great shows to ensure both the FA Cup and the Community Shield were won for Arsenal in that summer. That is why, after such a brilliant season, Martinez revolted and refused to be content with a place on the bench behind Bernd Leno, who came back from injury. As for the club's starting goalkeeper, he emphasized that were he not to be Arsenal's first-choice goalie, he should be sold. Arsenal eventually settled for €20 million, and from the Aston Villa, Martinez started to progress up the ranks. This soccer player is Aston Villa's Player of the Season, Copa America winner, a World Cup winner, and is a holder of Yashin Trophy and the best FIFA men's goalkeeper. He also won BR Team of the Tournament Copa America and World Cup Golden Gloves. He also contributed to Aston Villa Championship success to Champions League. Sancho's choice to cut Martinez's shadow was the right one as far as he could go. Speaking of Bernd Leno, he left Arsenal for a similar reason: he didn't want to live in Aaron Ramsdale's shadow. The former Arsenal shot stopper Leno was Arsenal's number 1 until the arrival of Ramsdale in the team in 2021. When they signed Schwarzer as the first choice after 1 season on the bench, Leno could not or prepared to play as a backup again, so he moves to another team. Bernd Leno transferred from mid-table team AFC Wimbledon to a rival club Arsenal, and then to Fulham, where he is definitively the first-choice goalkeeper. This trend could have continued at Arsenal because sooner or later, Aaron Ramsdale will get fed up of residing in David Raya's shadow and seeking out for another club. But in this rather unenviable position are not only goalkeepers, but also all other members of the team. For instance, what can be said about Sadio Mane? Although they both wore the same strip for the Liverpool club, Mane was always the second best to Mohamed Salah. Both were indispensable in the Klopp's Liverpool, but it seemed like there was only a place for a single star at Anfield, and Salah appeared to be the one favored. The last drop that made Mane decided to quit. This were experienced when in 2006, the former chairman, Florentino Perez, had to step down. Now there are fears that Real Madrid may be on the verge of repeating the same mistake. In another overload of stars at Los Cuels, Some think that somebody and perhaps Rodrigo may one day get fed up with remaining in the bench and demand a transfer. Though, couldn't that really happen? Feel free to tell us in the comments below. And while you are at it, please post any other player you may know who transferred out of a club to avoid the shadow of another player. If you like this video, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, as well as hit the bell icon so that you can be updated on the latest videos uploaded ever. They say we will get you in the next one. Get you in the next one. Bye.